be back.
Did you miss us, you guys? We took a mid-season break and we are back at it. We are outside enjoying this beautiful weather.
New location.
It is officially,
yes,
it is officially summertime here in the city, and we are enjoying this
beautiful weather,
scenery, this namaste. We had to do a lot of namaste because somebody hated on us. And
Big time.
They hated on our last shooting location. And I just want to put it out there, you guys. People are going to try to bring you down.
They will.
You know, people are preying on our downfall. People are preying on your downfall. Just stay positive and namaste. And you know what? We found a new solution.
Let them stay miserable while you progress.
You see the sun shining on us right now? Like,
God is shining his light on our foreheads right now.
Do you see this? And it's not just the
New
highlight.
wig.
New wig? Who this?
Like, what?
So, you know, people are trying to dim our light, but we're just shining even brighter. And we're outside and we're loving it. New location.
New location, thanks to the haters. But,
yep.
You know, that's why we don't have friends. That's exactly why.
We do not have friends.
It's because people hate on us all the time.
All the time,
and we literally do nothing to nobody,
no.
So.
Like, I can honestly say, like, I treat my friends extremely well. Or even people I don't know, people I just met, and we get hated on 24/7 by everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's crazy to think, like, we really don't have friends. It's just us two.
Just us.
And a lot of times, because we don't have a lot of friends, because we don't have a lot of friends, people think that we're dating, but we're not.
Even though Amira wishes. No, but yeah, no.
Shout out to everyone who thinks we're in a relationship. We actually are not. We just don't have friends. It's just us two. Who like to go on vacations, frequent strip clubs, make twerking videos.
We have a collection.
Talk to random strangers.
But you know, it's because we don't have friends.
No.
But yeah, people ask us all the time, like, damn, you guys are like really cool. How come you don't? Well, it's mostly guys that say this. Like, you guys are really cool. How come you don't have friends? And this is why. Like, we've been put in situations to where like people are not loyal to us. And it's not like, oh, you got to do whatever we say type of loyalty. It's just like, treat us like we treat you type thing. And people are shady. Like,
yes, we've had friends in the past. And shout out to the very few friends that we have. We love you guys.
We
and
do,
you guys know who you are, all three of you. You guys know who you are. But to the other people, we've had friends in the past that, you know, have done some shady shit. We're not going to get into all that stuff, but what we will say is that
we don't condone the shadiness.
No.
And we won't put up with it.
Absolutely
like, I think at one point in our lives we were like, okay, we will like, we give second chances type thing. But
all
like,
the time.
After a certain point, it's like, we've grown up. It's time to move on, like, and see that people don't always have your best interest.
Exactly.
And we like to surround ourselves with people that want to see us doing well, and we want to see them doing well,
and who are positive. I touched on the first episode, actually pretty much all the episodes, being positive and surrounding yourself with positive people. And that's a lot of the reasons why we don't, or we've had, at least I feel like I've lost some friends, because people have been very negative and been really shady. And I'm at the point right now, I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing. Maybe it's something I need to work on, but like, if you do something to me and like, I feel like if you fuck me over or you show me some real shade, like, I will not talk to you. Is that bad?
No, I don't think so, because it's like, why?
Like, I'm really quick
drama?
to cut people off now.
Exactly. Like, bye.
Like, I just like,
I've always been like that though. Like,
yeah.
I'm the type of person, like, if you don't want to talk to me because most likely you did something shady, like, fuck it.
I just don't like people who like talk shit for no reason. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's like a big reason why I am not friends or cool with certain people. And it's like, I really don't hate any of them. The people like, you know, we used to be friends, I don't really talk to you anymore. It's like, you're talking shit, you did some shady shit, and it's like, I cannot put my energy into it anymore. So I'm just very quick to be like, I just won't talk to you, and I'm okay with it. And I don't know, I mean, I feel like sometimes you shouldn't be so quick to cut people off.
It
like,
depends. It depends on like how that person treated you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's something that you can get over and it wasn't like disrespectful,
like it wasn't intentional,
right?
But
or like trying to like put you down intentionally, or like hurt you to make themselves feel better, then I say like you should definitely give that person another chance. But like if you intentionally do some or say some like shady shit, like that just shows like you're like that you're not really friends, you know?
Exactly. 100%.
And then it's like if you can't take the time to like step up and say, okay, I fucked up, I need to apologize or whatever, and you just put it all on you or like the other person, then like you have deep rooted issues that you need to deal with yourself, and you need to work on being friends with yourself before you try to be friends with us.
Thank you. But you know, I think another thing, and like another issue that I have, like I get to the point where like I will like let things slide a lot of the time, or you know, even I've told you like, oh, this person did this, it really pissed me off, but it's like, okay, it's whatever. I like to like not make things a big deal. I don't really like speak up and say like, hey, you did this bothered me.
Right.
So I think if you're more like me, you guys need to like make a conscious effort to do that, so it doesn't get to the point where they do that one last thing and you're just completely done, or you explode on them, or you just never talk to them again, or you just go off or go in, because you don't want to get yourself to that point where you're so upset when people
and it's like the
done
final
so
straw.
many you shouldn't get to the final straw. So I feel like you definitely need to communicate and like tell that person, so at least you can give them a chance to change if they don't know what they're doing is wrong, or they're not realizing
we can't
how badly it affects you.
Right. Exactly. We can't read minds.
But I do that a lot. Like I've just with one person I know, like they've done some stuff that really pissed me off, and I kind of was like, okay, it's not a big deal, or made excuses for it, because like for me, I don't like to make things into a big deal, but then it's like when it gets to a point where I'm really upset, I kind of like I blow it out of proportion into like and make it into like a World War III issue, and I'm done. So I think that's something that I need to work on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of say like if things are bothering me from the beginning. But
and then you know, like if you talk to your friend about it and they work on it, or they try to fix it, then it's like, okay, at least this person's making an effort. But like if it's like repeated, then like no, like it doesn't even make sense to deal with it.
Then you can be justified in like cutting somebody off, like,
right?
Hey, which isn't good. We're cussing people out.
But I mean, I think like we've grown as friends, you know, like, and sometimes people kind of stay complacent or like stagnant would probably be a better word.
Definitely.
Because like what we were doing when we were 19 years old, we're not doing that anymore, you know? Well, some of it.
Most things.
some of it we're not doing. Most things we're not doing anymore.
Yeah.
But it's like you want to see, like, we want to see our friends like getting better. We don't want to see our friends like still hating on people, still like talking shit about people.
The
like everybody talks shit about people.
Yeah.
Like that's normal. But like if you're 27, 26, whatever, and you're still like talking shit about people, like you need to like grow up. And I feel like
talking shit about the people you hang out with. Just does not make
sense. Okay,
to
so
me.
We like don't really have that problem.
No.
And if we said anything about a person, we've told you to your face, you know, like.
Or if we haven't, I just haven't got the opportunity to. But you know, I put people on blast all day long.
All day.
So.
But just grow up. Like we want to have like friends that are mature, that we can trust. Basically,
yeah, I
you
feel
know,
like trust is a big thing with friendships, and even honestly, like the people that like I've fallen out with, like they've told me some shit. Like I have never like said anything, you know what I mean, or put it on blast, and that's a real friend. Even if you fall out with someone, like everything that they've told me, like they can still trust me with the stuff that they've said,
right?
You know, and I feel like I couldn't even trust them with certain things. Luckily, I'm an open book, but you know what I mean.
We know all Amira's business.
All my secrets. So, anyways, yeah.
Like,
it would be nice to meet people, especially girls. I think it's, at this age, I feel like it's extremely difficult to meet friends.
I think
at where we are, like mid-20s, early to mid-20s, just because it's like people already have their cliques, people have their friends from either they went to college with, high school, or
they grew up with them.
Right, or they kind of have their like work friends or something. So just because of like our schedules and stuff, it's really hard to go out and meet new people, or
we like literally
get
can't
close
go out
to
and meet people because like we're busy.
Well, that, yeah. We don't really, like, have
and
the
not
time
only that,
to.
it's like...
But I feel like but why
said,
is it at this age, I feel like people are so guarded with, like, you know, opening up and getting... Because it's hard to... You can meet people, but it's kind of hard to, like, build a real close friendship with somebody at this age.
But I also think that kind of goes into people that have had relationships,
like friendships with
people, and you know their friends like fuck them over, you
like
know, so
stab
it's like,
them in the back,
right? So you meet this new person, it's like, okay, I don't want to open up to you,
right?
because
It's hard
like,
to trust
how do
them.
I know that you're not going to do it and you're a brand new person?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think that has a lot to do with it too. Obviously, time. Everyone's schedules are crazy or different, and you know, people don't live in the same city, so it is kind of hard to like meet up and make that conscious effort to hang out with people. I think we need to like try to make a conscious effort to hang out.
I definitely think we need to make a conscious effort, because like, you know, people like bash black women saying like, oh, we hate on each other and things like that, and I see it sometimes, but for the most part, I think that we want to be unified. Like,
definitely,
I want a bunch of cute black friends.
Why, we would love some pretty black friends. I mean, I'll take friends from
every
friends,
but
yes.
I mean, I'm just
but
saying,
I think
like,
a lot of black women have a hard time meeting
other
black women to be friends.
Right.
I think that's something that like is a big problem for us.
Right. But why? Is it because we're just not making the effort?
Well, I think, I mean, like, why is it hard for us
just
to make
like
black
women
friends?
in general?
Or black women in general? I personally think it's because I think sometimes we kind of fall into, like, society's, like, view of us, and we start to believe it for ourselves, that black women are mean and angry and rude and not friendly and have attitude.
Right.
So I feel like sometimes us black women internalize those stereotypes, so we kind of give off those vibes, number one. Or number two, we kind of assume that other black women are
gonna be
like that too. But it's like, we have to remember, like, that's what they want you to think, you know what I'm saying? And we're not like
they
that.
don't want us to be friends.
Exactly. That's why we are gonna be friends. So
yeah, I think we definitely need to make a better effort in like going out and meeting people.
Yes. Because when we had our dinner party, we tried to invite friends. You guys, let me tell you, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. We act like it was very elite, but let me tell you something. We actually didn't really have that many people to invite. Like, that was kind of like a epiphany moment for us when we were like, wow, we don't have friends.
Definitely.
And we need to make an effort to meet friends. Because it was hard for us to invite people to our dinner party. I wanted to invite the people that I don't even like.
Okay, like,
I know, we're still working on Nik's birthday,
but it's okay. I think this year is like a turning point, an eye opener for us.
Right,
because
definitely. We've realized a lot of things about ourselves and
from the beginning of this year till now. Like, I've learned so much about myself and the people that I'm around and things like that.
Right.
And, you know, like, you want to have a core group of friends that you'll be friends with forever.
Right.
You know, not just like, oh, like a short period of time you fall out. Like, you want a solid core group of friends.
Definitely. And I feel like at this
and people
age,
that have the same like
interests.
Interest as you.
At this age, I think it's really important that we have that, and because we don't, we're really seeing the effects of it. You know what I mean? And it does suck. Like, I can't even lie. Like, sometimes I'm like, hey, I don't need friends. I'm cool with like the 3 that I have. But it would be nice to just have other people, just because, you know, you can learn so much from different people and friends, and people can help you grow. I mean, I feel like, you know, Nik can be a friend that could help her in a way that I just wouldn't know how to, and vice versa. So I think it's great to open up your circle a little bit. Obviously, be careful because people are shady.
True. So summer goal, find new friends.
Yes, that's gonna be our goal.
That's our goal.
Okay, but what kind of friends are we looking for? Because we're a little picky. And I don't make apologies.
A little picky, we're very picky.
I don't make apologies for my pickiness. I want friends that are confident, number one. Just was talking about the dating episode. I would want to be in a relationship with someone who's confident, but I also want to be in a friendship with somebody who's very confident too. Because
sure of yourself.
We've had friends in the past, like, we'll be getting ready to go out to a club or whatever when we used to do all that stuff, and like, they would be like, do I look okay? Do I look fat? Do I look too skinny? Is my hair okay?
How's my makeup?
Can you do my makeup?
Like,
can you do my hair?
Like,
can you do this?
Know that you're bomb. Like, even if like you're not the best looking person in the world, like, just elude that confidence. Like,
yes. And it's really hard because
own it.
It dragged us down. That person.
It's tiring. It's really tiring.
Be so insecure about how they looked, and then they'd be upset about, like, we'd go out and they'd
and
be
then
mad that they weren't getting
feel
attention.
Bad, like, oh, like, damn, like, you know, I wish this person didn't feel like that, but at the end of the day, we're confident people, so we want people that hang out with us to be confident, you know, and we try to, like, you know, when I have friends, I try to say, you know, like, you look great, like, you look fine, like, don't worry about it,
and we're the type of friends, like, we will be like, damn, you look fire.
Exactly, and if something doesn't, like, we'll tell you, like, okay, no, that doesn't look good.
All the time. She'll tell me all the time. I had this shirt, you guys, that I loved.
It was a slave shirt.
It was a peasant top. It was very hipster.
It looked like a potato sack.
It was so cute. I loved it.
Girl, don't do it.
I don't care.
But she didn't care because she was confident.
I'm confident in my stuff.
I hated
the good thing is, we're going to be honest. We'll be honest with each other. So it's like, we're not the type of friends, we're not going to have you going out looking a mess. You know what I mean? So, definitely. And if you look bomb, we're going to tell you.
We're going to tell you, like, girl, you look fire.
Yes.
So we want a confident friend.
Yes.
What else? Preferably somebody that's pretty.
I mean, do you see this?
Yes.
I mean, we don't really
be on
need
our
to go.
show, so, like,
I just feel like, just look at our faces. That's the only. We don't really need to, like, comment.
We don't need to go any more into that.
What else?
I don't know. I just think, like, be well spoken. Like, don't be embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, what's embarrassing? Like, for me, don't be too thirsty.
Yeah, that's definitely don't be too thirsty. I don't like. See, embarrassing for me would be, like, making me look stupid.
Yes, I've had someone that made me look really dumb one time, and it pissed me off. Remember that really weird girl that you said that, like, liked me?
Oh, she'd be naked all the time?
Yes.
I didn't like her.
At all.
Anyways. But yeah, don't be embarrassing. Just, like, be a good friend. Like,
yes,
be the type of friend that you want somebody, like, to treat us how you want to be treated.
Exactly. And we'll, like, treat you.
Because we're, like, really, really good friends.
I think so.
Like, you would want to have friends like that.
Absolutely. And I feel like the people who aren't friends with us anymore, like, are regretting their lives. And they wish that we were friends again.
We do fun shit sometimes, like, once a year.
Yeah, we go out. That's another thing. I want to meet a friend that wants to go on trips with us.
Yes.
That's the issue we have with our friends now. They don't want to go on trips with us. Or it's like pulling teeth.
And when we don't go on trips all the time, but when we do, we like to be, like, a little extra.
Yes,
just
we want
someone
to be on our level.
You know, like
heels at the pool, photo shoots, twerking in the hot tub, strip clubs. Like, that's what we do when we go out of town.
Right. It's just us. It's literally just us, and we're having all this fun by ourselves. Like, if we had a couple other
we want a group of friends who like to do that stuff. If you like to do that stuff,
and don't like,
hit us
we
up.
don't want, like, girls that are, like, doing it because they're thirsty for attention. Like, do it because you want to have fun with us.
It's freeing and it's empowering.
Right. Like, we don't like thirsty girls. No thirsty friends.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, definitely we need a friend that, like, wants to take trips with us, that can afford to take trips with us.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be a little shady, but I don't want a friend that has, like, massive amounts of, like, guy problems, like boyfriend issues, that always talks about it and doesn't want to take real advice.
Right.
Because that has dragged me down. I feel like that's put a toll on some friendships for me because, you know, unlike Nik, I'm a little more caring, a little more Dr. Phil-ish, and I don't like to get dragged into an emotional roller coaster. Someone who just has a lot of drama and issues, I don't want that as a friend, because that's been another reason why I feel like I've lost friends, because it's all about them and all about their drama, and it's really draining.
It's selfish.
It's very selfish, and it's incredibly draining, and
no boyfriend drama. Like,
and it's fine.
I feel
we
like
all have guy drama, and that's
like,
fine. But it's
okay.
Like, when it's like Maury level or Jerry Springer level boyfriend drama, we don't want no parts.
We don't want
it.
Yeah, no.
Because
we've, like, gotten dragged into a situation. This guy like jumped on my car and stomped in my car, and my dad, like, thought it was my boyfriend.
at the time. Right, yes.
He thought it was my boyfriend.
Because one of our
did
friends, like,
we were trying to save her life.
We had her back. And it's like, listen, if you're in a situation like that, we want no parts of it. Because
none.
I've
puts us in danger.
I've almost got my ass beat because I was defending a friend. Her boyfriend was yelling in my face saying he was going to beat my ass and I was trying to defend her and help her out. And that's like sometimes like I go above and beyond as a friend and I put my life in danger, and I'm not doing that anymore. So if you have, like I'm saying with the boyfriend drama, of course we all have our he did this, what should I say, like we're here for that.
Exactly.
But the stuff that like gets you in trouble and in danger,
when it's just too heavy, like we can't
we don't
deal
want
with
no
that.
parts of that. So sorry.
We'll offer you the best advice, and if you can't take it, like there's nothing we can do.
And I have to distance myself from it because...
And you can't be mad at us for that.
Nope.
So definitely no boyfriend drama.
Yes. Trips.
See, it's like, it's so easy to be our friend. Like,
it really is,
come
you
talk
guys.
to us.
I really want a guy friend. For my personal self-development, I'm actually supposed to be working on having platonic male relationships.
I've had guy friends, like, but like in high school and stuff, like.
And I had a guy. Yes, my friend Robert. Shout out Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Yes, he's honestly been my only guy friend ever. I mean, I have guys that I'm cool with and we're friends, but like he was like my real friend. I want a guy friend that I can actually be close with. That's like strictly platonic.
Right.
But it's really hard for guys to just want to be our friend, especially now when we meet them. Like, you know what I mean? We can't just meet a guy.
It's definitely a male thing, because I think like a woman can be friends with a guy.
100%.
But a guy just like tries too hard. Like,
and crosses the lines of friendship.
Sometimes too much, yeah.
Especially with us. I think it's just harder. But I would really like a guy friend, because it'd be nice to get their perspective on things, and that'd be great.
That'd be nice. So if you are a guy and you don't want to have a relationship with us, aside from a friend, hit us up.
Yes, we would.
We'll put you down on our application roster. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you were dating though, how would you feel about like your boyfriend having a girlfriend? A girlfriend.
Oh, a girl that's a friend. Mm-hmm. I think I would be fine with it, to be honest.
I would be fine with it too, as long as there were no lines crossed.
Right. I would almost like it
like,
if they would have females that are friends, just because I feel like they can understand you better. You know what I mean?
You can get advice,
and then you can kind of go to the girl and like get the scoop on.
Oh, my girl was tripping,
really
and then she can be like, because when you go to your guy friends, like they're gonna be like, nah, like you didn't do nothing wrong. So I think that's okay.
Yeah,
it's just a respect thing, you know. Like I feel like people just need to be respectful when it comes to friendships. That 100%. Goes back to it. So yeah, we need friends. We're asking for friends.
We're begging.
Our goal is to make a couple new friends before the end of summer. We'll see how that goes. We'll update you guys.
Yes, we'll update you guys.
Keep you posted.
Yes, we will.
And yeah.
Okay, so people have asked us some questions, which worked really well.
We do have a few questions.
How are you? Okay.
one of Amira's
This
friends.
Is my new friend Frank. Frank, do you want to come say hi to everybody?
No.
Okay. He's shy.
Oh yeah,
so people asked us questions, and we picked out some ones kind of relating to friends.
We have 4 questions.
Oh.
One question is, what do we do as friends?
Oh, what do we do as friends? We kind of already went over that.
No.
We take pictures.
People think we hang out all the time though.
Yeah, we don't really have time to hang out all the time.
We don't hang out all the time.
Like at all, actually. Like really not at all. What do? We
take pictures, we hang out.
We go to happy hour every once in a while.
We twerk in her room.
Twerking videos. What else
That's
do we
about
do?
it. We travel.
Yeah, we take trips.
We talk. We gossip.
Yeah, we spill the tea.
Work tea.
We talk shit.
Home life tea, you know, all that shit. Okay, so next question. Me and my best friend's boyfriend have been cool since before they were dating. Mm-hmm. I still text him and she gets jealous. Is this inappropriate?
That's a good question.
I think it depends on
the nature
what you guys are texting about. I feel like if she gets jealous, if she's your best friend and she knew that you guys were friends before, like, she should know that there's no, like, underlying motive there.
Exactly. I think if whatever you guys are texting about, and it should be okay for her to read every message.
Right, exactly.
Not that she should be doing that, but I'm just saying, like, I think that's a good rule of thumb. Like, okay, if my best friend were reading this, would she feel some type of way about it? And if you can truly and honestly say no, then I think it's fine. You guys were friends before. I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, if you just reassure her, like, hey, like, don't worry.
Like, we're friends. You know what I mean?
At this point, like, you guys are best friends. Like, he came second. Like,
right.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, next question. Should I stop hanging out with someone because my best friend isn't cool with them?
That's a good question.
That's a tough one, only because it's like, I think it depends. Like, if your best friend was, like, blatantly disrespected by a person, like, and you hang out with them, that's inappropriate. Like,
I don't think you should. I mean, me personally, I'm like ride or die loyal. Like, I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to hang out with people, or I'm just not gonna hang out with people that are shady. If someone was like, oh, I don't like her, but I don't know why, like, you can't just, like, stop being friends with them, you know? But, like, if the other person, like, did something fucked up to your friend, I'd say no. Because it's like, if they're gonna do that to your friend, like, and they know that you're cool, like, how does that make you look? You know, it looks like you don't give a shit about your friend. And they probably have ulterior motives to even want to be your friend. But I have friends, a few friends that are friends with people that I'm not cool with anymore. But you know what? That's their friendship, and I guess, you know, they didn't have a falling out, so I don't think they should necessarily stop being friends with them. Like, that's them. So it's like, that's kind of their relationship.
As long as you're not being dragged into,
right.
Like,
I separate, like, my friendship with that person than theirs, because that's her friend,
or
not
if
mine.
the person, like,
okay.
the person that you're not cool with is not, like, trying to get, like, inside on, like, oh, what's this person doing, or, like, trying to hate on the low to your friend. Like,
yeah.
If you see that, if that happens, and it's like, okay, I need to distance myself from you, because it's like, why are you trying to break up our friendship just because you guys aren't cool? But, like, I think it just depends on the situation.
You have to be mature about it. Some people just don't get along. Some people just don't gel. You know what I mean? We all don't vibe with each other. If you vibe with that person, your friend doesn't, I think your friend's gonna have to get over it. If she's upset about it, as long as that person's doing anything, like, super disrespectful or shady to your friend. But you need to be loyal to, like, your friends. And there's probably a reason why, you know, your friend doesn't like them. And if you think it's a good enough reason, then, you know, that's your decision to make, I feel like. But no one can control you and say you can't be friends with this person. That's extremely immature.
Definitely. Okay, so I just moved to a new city. How can I meet new friends?
Yeah, that's hard.
You're asking the wrong people.
You're asking the wrong people, because we don't have a lot of new friends.
How do you, like, go out and meet people? Because I would say, like, it's kind of hard to go out and meet
people. I mean, depending on the city that
like
you're in.
if you go to, like, a music festival or something, like, people are in their own, like, realm, you know, like, they're not, like, there to meet friends.
But, you know, but on this other reverse of that, like, because it's a music festival or, like, something like that where people are out, people are social, I feel like it is a good place to meet people.
It's easier, definitely.
You can, like, meet them, but I think you really have to put a real effort into hanging out and going out of your way, especially with, if you're, like, around the same age as us. It's really hard to, like, really, like, have friends or continue friendships. I feel like it's definitely a lot of work. So I think if you meet people and you get their number, and you really have to make a real effort to hang out with them, and I think you're gonna have to go out of your way a lot of the time to start meeting friends, which is what we don't do. We don't really go out of our way to meet friends. We definitely don't go out of our way. And I think that's a reason why we find ourselves in this situation that we're in, friendless.
I definitely say be very friendly to people that you, like, feel like you want to have a friendship with. You know, like,
don't be afraid to go up and start a conversation, because the thing is, if you're in a new city, you're the new person. Everybody else already has their friends. They're not going to go up to you and start talking to you. You need to open up and go talk to them and really just put yourself out there, and to make a conscious effort. If they invite you out and if you're kind of tired or whatever, I would say go out, because they probably won't invite you out the next time, and then you're gonna be really bored. So I feel like you really need to make a real effort. Like, you're gonna have to really go out of your way a lot of the time, and then that's the best way, I think, to meet friends.
Yeah, you definitely have to go out of your way.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends too. Like, it depends on if you want to make work friends. I can't make work friends where I'm at because everybody's like 60
and old. Yeah.
And yes.
I think the workplace is a good place to meet friends, but also you have to be extremely careful
definitely
not to tell your business. I think it's, you know, if you can meet someone that you guys kind of hit it off, it's nice.
If you're in school,
it's nice to
like,
hang
you
out
can
with
meet
people.
at,
yeah, I
know,
think
if
in school is the easiest place to meet people.
If you move for college or whatever, like that's easy to make friends. Just like go out and go to like events around the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're bound to like meet somebody.
I think like events. It's summertime. There's music festivals. Like
and it's easier when you're by yourself. Like if you're by yourself, it's like, okay, I want to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
When you have like one or two people with you, you're not going to make an effort to
like
try to
us
meet
too.
anybody,
We'll just have our own conversation. But
so
yeah, I think it's good that you're by yourself. I think a lot of people will be more inclined to talk to you and kind of invite you into their group as well. So good luck with meeting new friends. It's really not hard to meet people. I think it's harder to like have that friendship, and to keep the friendship. And I think that's where the effort goes in. That's like the effort you really need to put into is keeping a friendship. But going out and meeting people, I think, is the easy part, and that's where it starts. So go out and meet people, and
go meet some friends.
And you can, if you're in San Francisco, hit us up. We will be your friend.
Yes, hit us up in our DM, Broken Boujee Podcast.
Yes, email us. We will be your friends. Like, we're dead serious. All right, you guys.
Until next week.
Look out for us.
Stay tuned.
Thank you guys so much for all your support so far. It's been great.
It has.
Yes.
We loving it.
We are.